Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place to find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're here with Robin Shimizu and friends. Hey, Robin. How you doing? We want to give a shout out to Francine Gregory, my partner, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Carolina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. We want you to relax, sit back, get your favorite beverage. I've got my water here somewhere, and enjoy this time with us. And come on into the conversation. We're going to be talking about something that's really important to you and your loved ones. So, what do you have for us this morning, Robin? How you doing?
I'm just fine. I am just still loving this beautiful weather that we have. We're so lucky to have this crazy, crazy weather during this crazy time, but life is good.
It is. It is.
It's been a great week.
We want to encourage you too to share this out because, I had no idea how much people were really going through in the middle of all of this. In fact, I don't think I really took time to assess the impact it was even having on myself because I didn't want, it's like if I don't pay attention to it, it's not happening. You know what I mean? Serious denial. But we're going to talk about some interesting things this morning. So, Robin, do you have a healthy habit for us today?
Well, so one of the things I've been looking at is your happiness quotient.
Okay.
So I don't know if people know this, but there are people out there that can help with your happiness set point level. And actually, everybody's born with a set point level. And I met a woman who is a happiness coach. And so I started looking into this a little bit. And there are actually scientific backed studies that talk about how some of your healthy habits that can lead to long life is looking at your prioritizing your own happiness. And actually becoming more aware of your ability to control or to help your happiness quotient. And so I wanted to just let people know that, number one, you can create happiness in your life. You can create neural pathways for your happiness quotient. You have to work on it, but there's a science behind it. And I wanted to tell people that this little article that I found talked about happier people have a 3.7 reduction in early death. And this has been backed up by a scientific study. And they also studied these Catholic nuns. There was 180 Catholic nuns who self-analyzed and self-reported their happiness level at the age of 22 when they entered the monastery. And later on, they compared their happiness level to their longevity. And the ones who felt happiness at the age of 22 were 2.5 times more likely to still be alive 6 decades later. So it actually can increase our longevity. So we're going to have a happiness coach in December. And her name is Betsy Smith. And I'm going to bring her on to help people learn more and more about how they can affect their own happiness and increase their own happiness set point. So that's all. I just wanted to let people know that just to be aware that happiness is something that's attainable and that you can purposefully work on it. So,
wow.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
That's a winner to know that we can actually affect how happy we are.
We can actually make new neural pathways.
Yes, because
by thinking differently.
Exactly. I was going to say, when you form a different habit or perform a different task, it creates a different pathway. And oh wow, I'm glad to know that happiness is on that trail. Remember, Roy Rogers was the happy trails to you.
That's right.
Telling my age. Anyway, that's amazing. Thank you so much for letting us know that we can program our brains. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing this morning? I want to thank you guys for sharing this out too. We have had several shares this morning, and we do appreciate you. Come on in. Meanwhile, Do you have a guest for us today,
We
Robin?
do. We haven't seen Linus Woods Mullins since August. It's like
Wow.
unbelievable how many months could go by so quickly. But Linus Woods Mullins is a guest of ours often on the show because she's just so well versed in all of she's a holistic wellness expert for women over
Mm,
the age of 40. She's an author, she has an e-magazine, she's a coach, she's a mentor, and she helps women and the whole woman. So mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, she can help you. And she's got these great programs out there. So we're going to bring Linus on, and she has something for us today. 20, what was it? 20.
I've got the banner right here.
Hi, Linus. Good to see you.
Hey, I see we've got our diffusers going in the background.
Yeah.
My diffuser basically soothes the savage beast. And if that savage beast has been up since 3:30 a.m. this morning working. So I've got some lemon back here and some peppermint back here. Just woo!
I hear you.
Hey, Terry, it's good to see you guys. I didn't realize that I hadn't been on since August because I have been tuning in, not every day, but as often as possible because you guys have such great content. And when you are, kind of unofficially sheltering in place, not going as many people, I crave just seeing people,
I
female
hear you.
in particular, who make me smile and laugh. So I just want to say thank you, Biz Chicks, and especially Carolina and Robin and Francine, wherever you are.
Okay.
She's on the road. She is putting together some conferences, so she's got a lot on her plate today. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you for the service for all of us. I think you've kept all of us a little sane over these last 7 months. Boy, what an interesting year.
Yes, it's different.
But it's different. But I decided that I wasn't going to wait until 2021 to be better. I decided that for the rest of 2020, I'm going to finish strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to finish strong. And so I'm really excited to be able to talk to all of the peeps out there and your women, your tribe, about 20 ways that we can spark up our lives right now in 2020. Because there's no time like the past. We can't change the past, and the future is not promised. So therefore, what we got is right now today.
Let's
and there's
jump
so
in.
much that we can do that can uplift us, can make us feel better, can begin that road to being healthier. I think all of us have taken a hit one way or the other, whether it's our emotional wellness, our physical wellness, our spiritual wellness. And we have to be active participants in getting back to where we know we're supposed to be, where we know that God says we're supposed to be. The attack that we've had, regardless of what your political ideologies are or I'm not getting into any of that. I got my feelings about it, but I ain't getting into all of that. I'm talking about everybody, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, or none of the above. We all have felt the impact of living in a situation where you are feeling, the economic strife, where you're worried about your health, or other ones who've been sick, or whether you're just feeling spiritually bereft, just empty. So I wanted to give you some tips from my Bible program, and I'll tell you about the Bible Living program later.
Hold on.
But I just wanted to talk about
on board with
some
you.
things. I'm sorry.
I said Cecilia says she's on board with you here. She says yes. With you, finish strong. This is an awesome topic.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to go through these 20 tips, and these are the tips that I actually teach and coach in my Vibe Living Series program, which I'll talk about later. I really feel that many times when it comes to coaching and things like that, and things that I'm sharing, these are not things that you don't necessarily know, but maybe we need to be reminded of. And then sometimes we just need someone to hold us accountable in terms of ways of being. For us to hold ourselves accountable. I know that I have a couple of someone that help me in my money mindset, and another one that helps me with my anxiety issues that I get from time to time, and another person that helps me with just staying grounded and staying connected. It takes all of that in order for me to do what I need to do in my business and to show up for my family, but most importantly, to show up for ourselves. I'm talking to the ladies right now because that's what I'm all about, but some of this can appeal to men too. But ladies, it's time for us to take ourselves off the back burner. We normally do that anyway, but in particular, we've been doing that a lot because we've been taking care of our grandchildren more often so that mom or dad can go to work, or maybe you're helping with virtual work that they're doing, or maybe you're taking care of a sick loved one, or you're encouraging your friends who have a sick loved one, or God forbid, you're going to Zoom funeral services. I mean, all these things that we're doing, but we just keep taking these body blows, on the surface and also internally. And we're not pouring back into us. And we've got to do that so we can continue to be there for everyone else, so we can finish strong in 2020 and hit the ground running in 2021. I am passionate about the idea of vibe living. And vibe is an acronym. It stands for being victorious, intuitive, beautiful, and emerged. And actually, V is not just victorious, it's vibrant. I think vibrancy is important, and I think our vibrancy has taken a hit. I think in our intuition, because we have a tendency to have our minds so clouded with so much, many times that inner voice doesn't get through. So our intuition has taken a hit. And when it comes to the whole idea of beauty, I'm talking about that inner beauty. Our negative self-talk might be up a little bit these days. Oh, you can't do my hair, or whatever it is going on. But when we start working on that inner beauty, it radiates out, and you start looking good on the outside. And then our emergence, remembering all the different things that have happened in our lives that have accumulated to bring us into the woman, the awesome woman that we all are, or all. Sometimes we lose track of the fact that we actually are that, but we are all that. We are the sum total of all the good things and all the bad things, which really makes us an awesome woman. So that being said, here are 20 ways, and I'm going to try to get to these very quickly. I don't know if I get to all 20, but I will share with you how you can get this list in a minute. First of all, practice self-awareness. Okay? It's important to examine your thoughts and feelings on a regular basis. Become a watcher of your own mind. Control that mindset. Look, out for those negative thoughts. And what I do a lot of times when I get a negative thought, I learned this years ago before I even opened my business, about 15, 20 years ago. Backspace, delete, clear it out. Say, nope, not doing that. And really begin to think about your thoughts. Take control of your thoughts. Another thing is the glass half full. That is really the way we need to be seeing the world right now. Otherwise, in some cases, it doesn't even feel like we have a glass. But if you start looking at the glass as half full and learn to see the world in a more happy and positive way, focus on what's good in your life, and always don't focus on that more so than focusing on what's not working. Because what we focus on and what we think about truly does come to pass. So focus on what's working, focus on the good, because there's some good going on there. There definitely is. Also, be more of an abundance thinker. Abundance thinkers welcome competition. They default to trust and are optimistic about the future. There's enough for everyone. There certainly is enough for you. Get out of your comfort zone. Come on now, move forward in your life and live a life of your dreams, meaning trying new things and basically doing something different than what you've done before. The more you go outside your comfort zone, the easier it becomes and the more new experiences you have. Because one thing you want to do in midlife, you want to keep learning, you want to keep growing. When you stop learning and stop growing, you kind of stop living. And our whole goal in midlife is to live. So get outside your comfort zone, try new things, learn new things. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. These days, let's say if you make a mistake on a new website, all you got to do is backspace, delete, it's gone, you go on to the next thing. So keep moving forward and going outside your comfort zone. Start your day in a positive way. Now, I have talked about this before with the Biz Chicks, and I have a video about that. But basically, it means that you want to start your day in an uplifting way, whatever that is, because many times how you start your day is how your day is going to go. Make sure you make time for more fun in your life. Fun is an important component of wellness. This morning, I got up at 3:30 and I was feeling some kind of way. I said, okay, I got to switch this around because I'm coming on Biz Chicks in a few hours and I don't want to be all down and dump like I was when I woke up this morning. So I turned it to one of my favorite comedy shows and I was laughing so hard. My husband came into my office and he's like, what's going on? I was into the Daily Show, cracking up, You want to find things to laugh about, enjoy life more, and have more fun, whatever that means for you. Create a vision board that motivates and inspires you. Having your visions and goals right in front of you where you can see them every day is a great way to start your day, but it also begins to give you a sense of self in terms of where you're going and what it is you want to do. Create a daily practice of abundance and gratitude. You want to approach life with a sense of gratitude. It goes such a long way towards creating the prosperity that you want to have in your life. Learn to be your own best friend. Learning to love yourself will create all kinds of centeredness that everyone deserves to experience. You will become happier in all areas of your life. And that's not to discount that you don't have best other being friends. It's not that. But given what's going on, and we're not seeing our friends as often, not connecting as often in person as we would like, let's take that opportunity to connect more with ourselves and finding more things to love ourselves about and becoming our own best friends. Do not go more than 3 days, no more than 3 days, ladies, without exercising. Exercise gives you energy. It helps relieve your stress. It helps to keep you fit. And it's really something that we have to squeeze in. I know that everybody says, well, 30 minutes a day, every day, but I'm trying to be realistic here. If you can get at least 3 days worth of movement, you're doing a great job. And I have something that might help you get motivated to do that. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Make sure you're getting enough good sleep, of course. Whether you need 5 hours or 9 hours, you know what your body needs. You need to make sure that you do that because it's the only opportunity that your body has to break all the way down, kind of like shutting down a computer and reviving itself. How many of you didn't shut down the computer for a couple of days and after a while it's sluggish and it takes forever to download and everything else? Well, you didn't shut it down. Our bodies are the same way. You got to shut it down. Make sure you take a look at letting go of perfection. Come on now. I wish they didn't even have that word in the English language because there's no such thing as perfection. But yet and still, in the back of our minds somewhere, it feels like it's not good if it's not perfect. But the reality is there's no such thing. So instead, do your best of whatever it is you're working on. Do your best and let that be good enough because you are good enough. Now, here's a little bit outside the box, but I think it's important. Create a meal plan. Planning your meals will help you stick to your health goals. And this is one quick way to begin to really put your health and your wellness and maybe some of those COVID inches and pounds that we've all picked up on. By creating a meal plan that will help you make your wellness goals or your weight loss goals as well. Practice forgiveness regularly. When you forgive, you free yourself from resentment and from the pain of unforgiveness. And it's not about the other person so much. It's about you and being healthy and letting go of what no longer serves you. So forgive regularly. Journal regularly. That's one way to forgive you. Write out why you're angry and everything else. You get it all out and then you release it. Journaling is a way to express your thoughts in writing. It will bring you clarity. And you may experience those aha moments and not just clarity. It's a wonderful way to get breakthroughs and get inspiration and to create more of a life that you really love. Eat more brain food. Try eating some of the main brain foods, such as the fatty fish, the walnuts, the dark chocolate, almonds, blueberries, green leafy vegetables. There's so many more. Just Google it, brain food, and add that to your meal plan. Add that to your diet. When you wake up in the morning, stretch. Stretching your body is the first thing you should do in the morning. Set aside some time, maybe a minute or two, just to wake up your body in a loving way instead of jumping out of bed, getting up, going to get the coffee. Stretch a little bit. Get the kinks out. Bend over. Let your body move a little bit. Reconnect yourself. It's kind of like booting up the computer. Do it every day. It will help improve your flexibility. It will prepare you for a very productive day. Spend some time in nature. I know everybody's afraid of getting out because of what's going on with the virus, but taking a walk in nature helps you to reconnect, and that's critical to our overall spirituality. Go on walks, spend some weekends in nature, either if it's in your backyard or in the local park. Interact with animals. If you don't have an animal already, you're considering getting one, maybe this is a good time for that. It's grounding to spend time with nature. It's grounding to spend time with animals, if that's your thing. It can help you feel calmer and happier inside. And get that girlfriend time in. That's so important. Try to spend time with your girlfriends. Connect with them at least once a week. And I know you may not be able to see them, or maybe it's social distance, or maybe you do a Zoom or a FaceTime, whatever it is. Be careful that you're not self-selecting out, which is something that happens a lot in midlife. We have a tendency to withdraw and just kind of keep to ourselves. And that's fine if you're being your own best friend, but part of being your own best friend is saying, girlfriend, okay, time to call the other girlfriend, okay, the one outside of yourself. So stay connected. Also, visualize how you want your life to be. This is so important. And we have some time to do that right now. In your mind, see things you would like to do if you were living a life you love. And be detailed with that visualization. What you think about and what you ponder on truly will come to pass, as I said earlier. So take some time to visualize how your life wants to be, how you want it to be. You may want to put it up on the board, with the vision board, and start pondering on that. Start thinking about it. Start making it seem more than just an idea or a dream, but something that could really be a reality in your life. And one more and last thing, and this is the 20th thing. Slow down. Take your time with everything. Rushing through your day is actually rushing through your life. Slow down, breathe, look around, enjoy your surroundings. Take time to smell the roses and live. So,
Wow. Well, we do have a comment here.
Yeah, okay. I was just going to say, if you want a copy of those 20 things, I will share with you in a second how you can get that.
Okay. Meanwhile, let me put this comment up. Mark says, one thing that I do and love to recommend to my clients, put on a song that you love, that uplifts and energizes, and dance like a crazy person, where if someone saw you, they might even have you committed. Full out and with commitment, it can create a powerful, positive shift. And I know that Coach Karen does this a lot. She loves to dance. What is this? All excellent suggestions, she says. So thank you very much. Hi, Coach Karen. We were talking about you and dancing. We were talking about 20 things that spark your life. And Mark recommended dancing, and I thought of you. So, Linus, you're going to tell us where we can get the list?
Yes. If you can put up on the banner there, you can go to bit.ly, bit.ly/vibe your life.
Okay, I'm going to create a banner right now.
Okay, and that will give you the list and also enroll you in an email series that gives you other ideas on how you can vibe. And remember, this is all part of the Vibe Living series, and Vibe stands for being vibrant, intuitive, beautiful, and emerged, which I think all midlife women, we should definitely be there. But there's going to be a lot of great information that we share with you over the next couple of days or so. So go in and sign up for that. And I think it will really, if you can incorporate just a few of these things, make it part of your daily regime, something that really, whatever resonates with you, begin to do that thing, and you will see some changes in your life. I sometimes have to read my own list to remind myself, oh yeah, that's right. I love that dancing thing, Mark. I'm going to have to add that to the list. As a dancer, I don't know how I could have forgotten that. But
that's true.
I dance in the grocery stores. I love grocery store music. There's not one grocery store music I haven't heard that I haven't wanted to dance to.
That's interesting because I exercise in the grocery store line.
Okay.
When I'm standing there, I do a couple of yoga poses, or I, squat or whatever, not deep, but just something to use that time productively.
I love that. And sometimes it's a little embarrassing for whoever I'm with, but I don't care. And every once in a while, somebody will join in with me.
Yes.
Don't let In Vogue or something like that. Cause in the PLI, like the 80s or whatever. Come on. Oh my goodness. I'm dancing and moving around and pushing my cart. And, it's a great way to enter into the joy quotient. Part of living a vibe life is looking for the joy. And over time, when you start looking for the joy, when you start approaching life with the glass half full instead of half empty, all the reasons for you to be grateful and be joyful, all those things will start popping up everywhere. And it's not that they haven't always been there. It's just that you're rare. And being more aware.
It's You know, we started out the hour or the half hour talking about our happiness quotient and how we could change our
Yes.
happiness set point. And all of the things that Linus has listed out for us are exactly that. This in beginning with self-awareness. And so this was so like totally perfect, Linus. So tell us a little bit more about the series that you're going to be doing for us, or and people can. Is it like a weekly thing? Is it Zoom? Tell
Well,
us a little bit more about the format.
the Vibe Living series is a group coaching program that is live in the private Vibe Living group. And I share this series with another fellow expert in Vibe Living. Her name is Dr. Shelley Nigolo. And we have put together a 6-week program. I believe it's, 6 sessions for 2.5 hours where we go through all the different things that you can do to vibe in your life. And I focus on the wellness coaching, and she focuses on the energy healing and the soul healing, because all of that is required. And we give you not just the tools, we just don't talk at you. At the end of this program, you will have a blueprint, if you will, of the things that you're going to be doing that's personalized just for you on how to live a vibe life. We're going to start the series on November 19th, but people can join at any time. If you sign up for my Vibe Living, the Vibe Living series, Bitly, if you sign up for that, you'll get more information about this program. Then I have another program starting on December 1st after Turkey Day, and it's called Vibe Moving. And you can sign up for the Bitly Vibe Moving, because we have do's and don'ts of what you should be doing when it comes to your overall wellness from a fitness perspective and from a nutrition perspective. When you sign up for the Vibe Living series, you're going to get some do's and don'ts in terms of how to be more vibrant, and do's and don'ts in terms of how to increase your intuition. So sign up for both those lists, and you'll be getting some awesome information that we're sharing with you on basically how to live a vibe life from a spiritual and emotional perspective, and also from a physical perspective. We just cover all the components. The one that involves more life coaching and wellness starts on 11/19, but you can join at any time. And the fitness portion starts on December 1st. I am very, very excited about this because I've worked on this for the last 6 months. I have 2 awesome collaborators. One, Jessica, who specializes in fitness. She's just awesome. And then Dr. Shelley, who is the energy healer and excellent when it comes to just overall taking a look at your life and figuring out how you can create it with more ease. She talks a lot about breathing and slowing down.
I like it. Jill will love that.
Exactly. Slowing down. Right.
Yeah, we're all
I
about
have a-
moving.
I have a new
we all have
term
our
that I've been-
diffusers going this morning.
What?
I said we all have our diffusers going this morning.
Yeah. We've been talking a lot about slowing down, single tasking instead of multitasking, trying to be more mindful and just, being in the present. This is all perfect. Terry and I have backgrounds with the state of California. We worked for government for a lot of our career, and I personally never believed, well, I never had a coach growing up. I mean, in all of my career we went to trainings and we had people like that, but I never thought about having a coach. And I realize now, after I retired, that getting a coach in areas of life where that you'd like to improve upon is so important. And I really never gave it as much credibility as I have learned. It's so, so important. So what you do for us, Linus, and Terry and Francine, they're my business coaches. I believe in it now, and I just love the opportunity and being with the community, being with our tribe.
Yes.
Yes, interesting, because coaches, they help hold you accountable. They help give you that inspiration when you feel like you're working on empty. And it's another pair of eyes. It's another approach, another way of looking at things. And many times we don't always tell you things. We ask you questions.
That's right.
Figure out yourself, because whatever the answer is that you come up with, it will resonate with you, and that's what you'll remember more so than us talking at you. And one of the things I love about the Vibe Living series is that it's live. we'll record it and send it to you so you can have it. But it's live, so you're getting 2 coaches for a very affordable price. And I like to do group coaching because it makes it affordable for everybody. When I do the one-on-one coaching, it's expensive and not everybody can afford it. So we priced it in a way that will be affordable. We'll take payments. The main thing we want to do is to be able to assemble a group of women who are supportive of each other, who are looking forward to having more of a vibe life, and not letting the outer circumstances dictate how their life is going to be. And when you make a decision in this day and age to hire a coach or do any of the personal development programs that are out there, you've made a decision that regardless of what's going on out here, I need to make sure that I'm on point. And I really believe, everyone, that finishing strong is so important in terms of how we start 2021. Let's don't put it off till 2021. Let's start it right now.
Well, I am sure that Maureen Stevenson agrees with you because she's all about finishing strong. She's one of our fitness coaches that comes on and talks to us. And her whole theme is finish strong. So you're right in the right ballpark when you're talking to this audience. I want to thank you, Linus, for all of your time. I want to remind everybody about an upcoming event for this Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to be attending the Virtue from Above conference given by Dr. Brenda Godot. And I'm going to put the link in the chat. I hope you'll share it with your friends. They'll be able to register and come on board and see what's going on. So let me find the banner for that. If you want to watch it on Zoom, there's a bit.ly for that. And if you'd like to watch it on YouTube, it's also going to be on YouTube. And I'll be putting both of these in the chat so that you'll be able to just cut and paste it into your browser and click. It's going to be this Saturday, 10 o'clock Pacific time. So we want to invite you out to that. There's also going to be a fashion show and an auction. So if you want to be a part of the auction, I suggest you come in on Zoom because the auction is going to take place in the chat. So
that's
raising money for the House of Ruth, which helps women who are in recovery from substance abuse and domestic violence. So we are looking forward to supporting that. And I hope that you'll share this out with your friends and your family, and that we can help support that cause. I want to make sure that I put that in the chat, and I will do that as soon as we adjourn. Okay. So with that, I wonder if it'll let me do it this way. Hold on, ladies. I do have some things that Mark had said. So if you want to take a look at that.
I could read this. Let's see. Mark says, having someone that asks the questions that invite you to go deeper, to invoke your inner wisdom is priceless.
Mm-hmm. So, and that was a comment that you had made, Linus, earlier to us about, the fact that you ask questions when you're coaching people.
Yeah, I've had coaches since I've been on this journey. I knew that I was going to need it because there were going to be so many times I was going to hit a wall because I didn't know what I was doing when I started this 12 years ago. I know you guys know my story. I didn't have a clue. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. If I had really known, I probably wouldn't have started it. But many times they would ask me questions, and the questions weren't because they had the answers necessarily. They were questions that I was maybe even afraid to ask myself, Like when they ask the question, you can't help but think, even if you don't have the answer, it begins to needle away at you because somewhere in there the answer is, and next thing you're doing something else, and then all of a sudden, you get that aha moment. And many times a coach will give you some tools or exercises to help you dig deeper. The main thing is, I think, when you make a decision to have a coach or to get into a group coaching program, that you've made a decision that you don't want to be part of the walking wounded anymore.
That's right.
The walking wounded have made a decision that they're just not going to do the work, and they just are the way they are, and they're just miserable. But when you decide, I'm going to invest in myself, I don't want to be part of the walking wounded anymore. I need to get delivered from whatever it is, and I'm willing to do the work. That first step, that decision is so powerful. And I've seen so many clients grow as a result of that. That's not because I'm so great. It's because they've made the decision. They've made the decision, and that's the first step. And, I always think to myself, hiring a coach is maybe 3 hair weaves or something. I don't know. It depends on how much you pay for your hair weaves. I know some people pay as much as $1,000 for their hair weaves. Or maybe it's, yeah. Or maybe it's, some people go to Starbucks twice a day, $10 a day, you add that all up. There's so many things. I think we've learned a lot of this over the last few months. There's so many things we just thought we couldn't do without that we realize that we can do without. And then all of a sudden you say, wait a minute, maybe there's another way I can spend this money that really is adding value to me and not making me feel good temporarily, because that Starbucks does kind of feel good temporarily, but or not looking good temporarily, but having some permanent change, permanent lifestyle change.
Okay. Well, we have some comments over here. Jerry says she's registered for Virtue from Above. Thank you, Jerry. Mark says it truly is. Mark, this is Coach Karen talking to Mark about the fact that it's priceless to have that inner voice. And I want you to know that you can also see Virtue from Above over here on our YouTube, on the YouTube channel. So you can click on that at 10 o'clock Saturday, and it will be on YouTube as well as on Zoom. So if you want to attend, you can register and come into the Zoom conference. Here's another comment, and it certainly helps when it's how you make your living. I'm not sure I know what he's talking about, but okay. I think he's referring to, being able to ask those questions, having someone ask you those questions. Because I'm with you, Robin. I think if we had coaches during our career, we probably would have really accelerated because we would have had someone who knew how to help us navigate all of that. So with that, we want to say to your guest, I'm going to let you have the closing remarks there, Robin. Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you before she starts. Thank you so much, Linus. We really enjoy you.
Yeah, I wanted to thank Linus specifically because the thing about right now during COVID, because we're going to be holed up in our little world for at least another few months, if not up to 6 months. So we need to embrace the opportunity to take these online classes, to join these online tribes, to do things for ourselves that we don't have normally the time to do that. So I think the timing for your programs, Linus, couldn't be more perfect for us to enjoy and to take advantage of. That's how I've been looking at COVID, is this is my opportunity to just like tune in to myself and not think like it's selfish,
Yes.
We have so many great guests coming up. We have Maureen coming up next Thursday.
Finish strong.
Maureen Stevenson will be with us next Thursday. And in the month of December, we're going to be highlighting some of our direct sales coaches, the people that are into direct sales, and that I wanted to make an opportunity for people for Christmas. So they do some Christmas shopping with some of our guests and things like that. So that's the month of December. Anyway, we look forward to seeing Maureen next Thursday. And I just wanted to thank Linus. It's so good to see you. We haven't seen you for a while. We'll have to get you back in January, hopefully. So I'll try to get you on the schedule for January.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I always enjoy you guys. You always start my day just right.
Well, Cecilia says, thank you, ladies, for another awesome morning. You always put wisdom and laughter to start my day. And Coach Karen says, have a blessed day, everyone. With that, we want to remind you guys that tomorrow is Friday. We'll be talking tech and English here at the Biz Chicks. So tune in. Don't be scared. You'll understand everything. In addition to that, I want you to know that we want you to remember to go to the front of your own line. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.